We got the NFL Week 4. Today, I'm giving you guys my two best bets on this Sunday slate. Today, though, it's Saturday, September 27th. As always, I'll hop on PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy and give you guys my two best bets every single day. Tomorrow's video will be for that Sunday night football game, Cowboys versus Packers. Today, I'm just doing two picks I like in all of that Week 4 slate. Before we get into this, we are fresh off a 4-0 sweep on the VIP. Last video I made in the NFL, it was a 2-0 sweep. Had Kenneth Walker over receiving yards, had Marvin Harrison Jr. over receiving yards as well. Both those cash easily. Before we go over the VIP, firstly, go down there, hit a like on the video. Only takes one click. Really do appreciate all the likes. Does help push this video out to the algorithm. And while you're down there, go and subscribe. You can check our channel. If it's the WNBA, if it's the NBA, if it's the NFL, we do not miss a day. We hop on here giving you guys our two best bets every single day. And we've been super profitable, especially on the VIP. So we've sent out a lot of WNBA picks when there's no NFL games. We have a 4-0 sweep here in the NFL. A couple days before that, if this loads, we had a 4-0 sweep in the WNBA. And then a couple days before that, on another primetime game in the NFL, we had a 4-0 sweep right here. If you don't know, if you 4-0 sweep, you 10x your money on PrizePicks or Underdog Fantasy. And we've done that, I think, 10 times over the past like 2.5 months, which is crazy profit on the VIP. These picks hit at around a 70% rate. We're super profitable in all we send out. These picks have been going crazy. Firstly, there's a free plan, so we send out 4 bets every single day, as you've seen. The free plan will give you one of those picks. It'll give you the first pick. It obviously won't give you 2, 3, and 4. Those are for the premium VIP subscribers, but everyone should be on the free VIP. At least you get one extra bet every single day that hits at a very high rate. But I'm telling you, go join the week or the month. This will pay for itself in 1 or 2 days. Then the rest of the week or the rest of the month will be straight profit. We have been hitting so many of these 4-0 sweeps, whatever sport we bet on, whatever game there is. Say there's no NFL game and you're subscribed to the premium, we'll still send out WNBA picks, we'll still send out NBA picks when it comes back. Every day in this, we send out our best bets. Also, before I get into the plays, what I want to tell you guys is Chalkboard has the craziest deposit match I've ever seen. You don't have to put any of your own money in, and they'll give you $20. Like I said, no deposit required. You have to use our code BROS, B-R-O-S. Chalkboard's available in all these states. If you're not on the app already, literally, there's a link in our description, or you can just download the app from the App Store. Use our code BROS. You don't have to put any of your own money. You get that $20. With profitable picks, you can build that up to hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. Who knows? But it's no risk at all. Zero deposit required. Code BROS, B-R-O-S, on Chalkboard. First pick is going to be on this Vikings-Steelers game. My second pick won't be, but I found a pick I really do like. If you go over to Underdog and look at TJ Hockenson receiving yards, you will see his line is at 37.5. Go over to PrizePicks and you can get a discount at this line sitting right at 36.5. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but a lot of times those little discounts can be the difference between winning or losing hundreds of dollars on your parlays. That's why I always tell you guys, get on both PrizePicks and Underdog. We'll go into the exact promo of that after I tell you why I like Hockenson. Code BROS will give you a ton of free money and a ton of free picks. We're going over here. Look at his last 5 games. You'll see 49, 12, 15, 64, 9. Hit this in 1 of 3 games this season, hit this in only 2 of his last 5 games. But the reason I do like it is because what happened in week 3 that was not there in week 1 and 2? Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz goes out there, gets 5 catches, 49 yards, and a touchdown, absolutely clear in this line. And that was in a game where they won by 38 points. They didn't even need to throw that ball that much. The games before, you have J.J. McCarthy. He's out. It's Carson Wentz playing in this game. With J.J. McCarthy, only 15 yards and 12 yards. Hockenson looked terrible. In this game, I really think it's a much better spot. And another thing I like is Pittsburgh just came off a game where they got torched by tight ends. Right here, they beat New England. But if you go over to the Patriots, Hunter Henry had 8 receptions for 90 yards and 2 touchdowns, 36.5 for a guy that's an absolute beast, one of the best tight ends in the league. At least he used to be. He's a bit older now, but he's still a top 10 guy. This line is too low. It's a good matchup. Carson Wentz is a much better player than J.J. McCarthy is for TJ Hockenson, for tight ends, not just player-wise, but just targeting tight ends. Because think about Carson Wentz back in the day, absolutely feeding Zach Ertz. He's a guy that will look for a security blanket in TJ Hockenson like he did last game when he didn't even have to throw the ball that much. We go over to Carson Wentz here. He only had 173 passing yards, and still only in 173 passing yards, TJ Hockenson got 49 yards. Imagine he goes out there in a close game and throws like 200, 250. That'll be even a higher ratio than that. 36.5 is way too low, and you're getting that discount on PrizePicks. The reason why I always tell you guys to get on both PrizePicks and Underdog is you can always find these discounts no matter what. My second second pick also has a discount or at least a boost on one of the apps. But the other thing is, look at how many free scores they have. Say you go on PrizePicks and you're just like chilling on there, you'll see Jalen Hurts 0.5 passing yards. Underdog has these too. Chalkboard even has these free picks too. If you're only on one of these apps and all of them are running promos, you can only get the free money from one of them. Let's say you're on all three and they all have this free pick. That's just free money you can get on all of the apps. And also, if you're not on there already, with our code BROS, both of them will give you free money to play with. So the PrizePicks free money is once you play your first $10 as a new first-time depositor, they'll add 50 on top of that. So say you just go on there, you want a new app, you put $20 in with our code BROS. Once you play your first 10, they'll add 50 on top of that. So that's $70 only for putting in 20. And then Underdog, it's crazy what Underdog does. Firstly, whatever you deposit, take 50% of that, and that's what they'll add on top. So say you deposit like $200, 50% of that's $100. They'll add that on top for free. So you have $300 on the account when you only put in $200. And they'll do a PrizePicks does. So once you play your first $5, they'll add 50 on top of that. So $200 turns into $350. PrizePicks will give you that free 50 on just a $20 deposit. These are free money. The free picks are free money because they're guaranteed winners. And then on top of that, being able to line shop and go out here and find the value is super important. And that is super, super relevant when I go over and show you the second pick. So Drake London, say you go here. This is my second pick. I have Drake London over 5.5 receptions. It's just an even square. Say you parlay this with TJ Hockenson, $20 turns into $60. Now go over to Underdog Fantasy and look what Underdog Fantasy does. This is not just with TJ Hockenson. I'll just use it as an example. I'll go over here. Why can't I find TJ Hockenson now? TJ Hockenson over on his receiving yards at 37.5. Now go and search for Drake London, and you'll notice his line is actually a 0.102 for the 5.5 receptions. And what happens when you parlay these? He turns into 3.36x. That means $20 turns into $67 instead of PrizePicks $20 only turning into $60. That is a massive difference, especially when you have multiple legs, especially when you're playing more money than this. Those little differences can make all the difference in how profitable you are in the long run of the NFL season. You're getting a slight boost on this on Underdog, and that's why this pick is better on Underdog. Looking at Drake London, 5.5 receptions, you'll see been under in 2 straight games, was over in the first game of the season, and then was over in the other 2 games with Michael Penix. So why do I like this line? Recently, the targets have been good. 8, 15, 4. This was a bad one, but look at the stat line. Michael Penix Jr. threw nothing in this game. No, not even a touchdown was scored. It was one of his worst performances. I can even search it up right now. We'll go Michael Penix game log. In these games recently, he's thrown like 27, 18, 13 completions against the Vikings. That is a game where they just did not need to throw the ball. JJ McCarthy was not moving the ball at all. Penix did not throw it. 13 completions. Obviously, Drake London's not going there, getting 6 catches. It is what it is. But in the game before, when he had good completions, 8 receptions. This 5 under this line, but still Michael Penix only threw 18 completions. It was an absolute blowout, and he was covered a lot by that elite corner, J.C. Horn. Now go back to Drake London. We have a sample, not in 2023, in 2024, with Michael Penix and against Washington. What happened? 13 targets, 7 catches, clearing this 5.5. The game after, 18 targets, 10 catches. It's a spot where I think Drake London's due for some massive, not regression. What's the other word for regression? I'm blanking right now. But a massive step up spot where he hasn't been amazing, but he's still an elite wide receiver. And it's Michael Penix is going to get better as the season goes on and throw more completions. He gets a good matchup where he's had recent success. I like his over 5.5 receptions. Play it on Underdog because you get this boost here. I like TJ Hockenson over on his receiving yards. Remember, guys, firstly, go join Chalkboard. It's free. You can get $20 to play with, no deposit necessary. This can be like, you can build like $100 on there and not put any of your own money in. You have to use code BROS for that. Then the VIP top link in the description. Claim those 4 bets we send out every single day. Also, go and sign up for both PrizePicks and Underdog Fantasy with our code BROS for those free picks, for that free money, and to be able to line shop because I always come on here and find you guys the value. Let's go 2-0. I love these 2 picks. We're fresh off a 2-0 day last time in the NFL, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Sunday night.